Hi, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to be dyeing a t-shirt and a flat cloth diaper with avocado. So I don't want to make this intro too long, but I do want to say that everybody's outcome of like the color of the dye might be a little different. I've seen quite a few videos where some people's dye turned out a little more on the brownish side, and some people's dye were a brighter pink. Also, the way that I'm doing this might not be the right way. This is just sort of the way that I decided to do it. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. This video is going to be more of like a voiceover video, so I'm going to show you all the recordings. Also, one thing I have to say, so I've already filmed it. I'm doing the intro the next day. One thing I also have to say is that my clock on my stove is like way off. So I want you guys to know I was not up at like 4 in the morning like that. It's way off. It was around 12 o'clock that I started soaking the diapers in the dye, or the diaper in the shirt. And it was about 11 o'clock at night that I took them out and rinsed them. So they got to sit in the dye for about 11 hours. Some people do more, some people do less. So it's just one of those things where you might get a different outcome if you take it out sooner. It might not be as pink. What? She's so sad. She wants the phone. Okay, this intro is longer than I wanted it to be. So let's get into the video. So this is the pot that I will be using. It's not very big, but it is all I had. And these are my avocados. I just threw them in this baggie and put them in the freezer as I used them. I just rinsed them off before I threw them in the freezer so they're all clean and ready to go. So I just dumped them into this pot, and I don't know exactly how much I used. There are quite a few avocados in there, and they're all frozen together. So, and that's fine. You can start boiling them or whatever while they're frozen together because they will quit sticking to each other once you start the boiling. So this is my pot of water. It is extremely full, and the reason I wanted it so full is because I wanted to make sure I had enough dye to completely soak my diaper and my t-shirt. Also, don't forget to take off the little stickers on your avocados because I'm sure it would probably end up sticking to whatever you're dyeing and it would probably get really gross. So now you're going to want to turn your stove up to like a high heat so it'll start boiling. And yeah, I just kind of stood around and kept an eye on it because I didn't want mine to boil over. So this is what I will be using. The t-shirt is a regular bleached white cotton t-shirt, and the flat is an organic, not bleached flat. So it is a little off-white. Now I have this oversized bowl full of water, and I'm just going to soak my flat and my t-shirt. You're supposed to soak them in water before you dye them. I guess it helps it absorb the dye better and makes it a little more even so there's not a bunch of blotchy spots that didn't absorb enough dye. And I will be soaking these all the way up until I'm ready to start dyeing them. So the color is changing just a little bit. I thought that was pretty cool. It's not boiling yet, but I just thought it was cool that it was already changing. So now it is boiling. I'm gonna let it boil just for a little bit, and then I'll probably let it simmer for a while. We'll see. So it is boiling like crazy now. I did put a lid over it just to kind of heat it up a little more. I keep kind of turning it down and turning it back up to let it boil and simmer a little bit, and then it'll stop. Not gonna lie, I'm not a cook, so I'm terrible with the stove. That is why I keep doing that. But this is how it looks after letting it boil / simmer for a while. After about an hour-ish, I think, is when I was done. And as you can see now, it's pretty pink. I let it go for a little bit longer after this. But yeah, it is definitely changing in color. So it's been just over an hour, and now I am ready to do everything. I took the clothes out of the bucket and I squeezed the water out of them. And I got my strainer, so I will strain the dye into this cup, this giant bowl, I mean. And yeah, this is how it looks. It does not look as pink as I thought it would. It looks more of like a weird brown. I was not expecting this color at all. So at this point, I wasn't very excited. I didn't think this was going to turn out at all. I was a little sad, I guess. I really thought it was going to be like a pretty pink. And I'm just mixing it around to try to get it all evenly in there. It's kind of hard with the bowl that I had. The reason I used this big metal bowl is because I didn't want to use Tupperware and have it dye the Tupperware. I don't know if it would or not, but this was the only metal bowl that I had, and it's like way bigger than I need it to be. But I figured it works. So that is what I used. And I did use a wooden spoon also because I wasn't sure if it would dye a plastic spoon. This is how everything looks. It's pretty crazy. The seeds to the avocados actually broke up into like a bunch of pieces. Not all of them, one of them broke up. But they're really soft, so I thought I would show you guys me squishing them. I don't know. I just wanted to show you guys that it was cool that they were soft. I just wasn't expecting that. I just thought, yeah, why not show you guys? And this is how it looks 45 minutes later. It's a lot pinker than it was when I first started soaking it. So I thought that was pretty cool, and that kind of got my hopes up a little bit. I was pretty excited because it's pink now. And yeah, I did not expect it to change color like that. I thought it was going to stay that like weird brownish color that it was at. But it's just crazy how this food and dye works. So yeah, I just thought that was really cool that it changed. So it's 11 hours later. The shade of like the dye in the bowl hasn't really changed, but I can tell that the flat and the t-shirt absorbed a lot of it. So now I'm just going to rinse them out. I'm just wringing them out a little bit and throwing them in the sink, and I'm going to rinse them in the sink, and then I will hang them to dry. And you're just going to want to rinse them until the water runs pretty clear. And yeah, that's all. I just wanted to add this part and let you guys know that. Just until the water runs clear, I guess. So I did save some in mason jars, and I'm throwing them in the fridge. I saved them to dye the next day. I don't know how long it lasts in the fridge though, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. And this is how they look hang drying. My flat has some weird dark marks, which is probably from staining that was already there. I think it just discolored it a little bit. But yeah, they're just gonna dry overnight. So they actually turned out really pretty. This is the flat, and it turned out like a salmon pink, like a really light salmon pink. I feel like the color is really not picking up on the phone for whatever reason. Maybe it's the lighting. I don't know, but it looks lighter on the phone, but it's really pink. And then this is the shirt. The shirt's about the same color, maybe just a little bit lighter. The only thing I have to say is if you dye a shirt, don't dye a shirt that has stains already on it, because all the stains turned way darker than the rest of the shirt. So now I have a shirt with like weird blotchy marks on it, but it kind of looks like blood, so it's kind of weird. I might try to dye this shirt a different color with a different type of food soon, just because I don't like the way that it looks. But the cloth diaper turned out really well. She's a little cranky. But I thought this was a really cool experiment. So like I showed in the video, I did save some in the fridge in some mason jars. I don't know how long that lasts in the fridge, but today I'm actually planning on trying it again. But when I try it again, I'm gonna use the already made avocado water, and I'm gonna add more avocados and boil it, and hopefully it'll make the color brighter and more pink. Like I said, it's all about experimenting, I guess, and seeing what works. So she's so mad. So yeah, so hopefully this works out again. I might do a video about it because I might try to do like some sort of designs maybe. I'm just gonna be dyeing another flat. So yeah, that is all I have to say. I'm really happy that this worked out. I'm probably gonna do more food dyeing videos soon because it was actually really fun. And it's a natural way to get your clothes a different color. But yeah, like I said though, if you dye kids' clothes, try not to dye any that have stains already on them because it looks crazy. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're not already subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you did. I make a lot of cloth diaper videos and mommy videos and now food dyeing videos. So thank you again for watching.